Hi. Now we're going to make some homemade body wash. This is sort of a continuation of the foaming hand soap video that I just completed. It has all of the same ingredients and I just happen to need them both, so it's very easy for me to just make both recipes. I have a large empty plastic container. This is the appropriate peat for essential oil use. I guess it's a category. Not all essential oils, not all plastics are appropriate for essential oils. So I can put a link below for you to be able to check and make sure the plastics that you have are appropriate. You can use glass, and of all things that I'm not using glass, it's the foaming hand soap and the body wash, but I don't, for some reason, I don't use them. Maybe it's because I haven't found the right glass containers for these two products. Maybe if I go to a flea market or an antique store or something where there's just a lot of older stuff, I can probably find one or two that I like that would be appropriate, but I haven't had time to do that just yet. Maybe this summer I will be able to go antique shopping, which I do enjoy doing. I just haven't taken the time. I am also doubling up, well, actually this is going to be a quadruple recipe like the seasoned salt that I did earlier. It works for me. I like this recipe. I'm going to put in the or in the description box, I'm going to put the smaller recipe. That way you don't make so much and find that it doesn't work for you, because just because it works for me doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. So if it does work for you, then you can multiply the recipes like I do. If it doesn't, you're not really out a whole lot. So what I'm going to do is use that same Dr. Bronner Baby Mild. This is pretty much the base for all the stuff I use. This is going to be 2 cups. And I'm just using the same dirty measuring cup that I just used for the foaming hand soap, because it's the same ingredients, so it's not like, it's not a big deal to me. If it's a big deal to you to clean it, go ahead. I don't care. Okay. Next, I need a 1/2 cup of glycerin. So I have the glycerin from before, and this glycerin just comes from Walmart. I ran out and needed some because I needed to make foaming hand soap and body wash at the same time. So I just grabbed what I could. You can order these online and it's probably a little bit cheaper, but just do a little price shopping. This is about 1/4 cup, so I need to open up another one. By the way, these containers are nice to reuse as well. They work really, really well for homemade hand sanitizer, which I can also make another video of that. I do not use Purell or whatever it is from the store. Lysol brand, I'm not really sure what it is. Those things freak me out. So this will be a 1/2 cup of glycerin. It's pretty thick stuff. So the Castile soap, as well as using the fractionated coconut oil from the foaming hand soap recipe, have lined the funnel quite nicely so that it slides a little bit easier. So that is a little tip and trick for you. I have a new bottle of the fractionated coconut oil because it's going to take 1/3 cup of it. This is not a concentrate like the foaming hand soap. You want to use this stuff straight. I actually could probably make a little bit more, but that's okay. Okay, I do add essential oils to this. My next video is going to be more about doTERRA, so look for that in the next couple of days. I use the Essential Life. It is sort of my, let me see if I can get the lighting right. It is my go-to essential oil book. It is great. I'll get into why I love it more in the next video when I talk about doTERRA and why it works for my family and why I chose it over any other brand to use. It goes into in depth in the integumentary system chapter and gives you a lot of oils for sensitivity, dryness, just tender skin that tends to have reactions. So this recipe is going to have 40 drops, and I'm going to divide it out between lavender, patchouli, which I really like our patchouli. It doesn't smell like dirt like other brands do. Most patchoulis smell like dirt. This has a lighter scent to it. It's more, actually, it's probably more floral. And then myrrh. Each of these are calming and soothing and sort of take care of a distressed skin. I've said in my other videos how sensitive I am. I'm not kidding. Most people don't have to go on a 6-day cycle of prednisone, 60 milligram pills of prednisone for 6 days because of a detergent. I do. I don't know why I'm so sensitive. I just am. These recipes that I'm sharing with you, I love them. And that's why I'm sharing them with you. They work for me. And so I wanted to be able to share them so that hopefully they would work for you and your kids too. Jordan uses this when he's at home too. The chlorine that he spent like 9 years of his life in obviously is very, very drying. Swam in the morning, swam in the evening, year round. For many years. And so that chlorine really parched his skin. And this was very comforting and very soothing to him. And it made me feel good as a mom because I was taking good care of my kiddo. So I'm going to add the oils and shake it up, and then it'll be done. This sits on the edge or that little corner crevice of my bathtub. You can use a pump if you wish. I just have a cap. It's just a normal squirt cap. And I've used it using a washcloth and one of those shower poofers, the scrubby deals that you get at the store. It works great on both. Sometimes my skin can't handle the scratching of that sponge poof, so I have to use a washcloth, and it works great. I can't say how it compares to store-bought body wash as far as longevity goes. If I go through it faster or slower, I'm still transitioning into having half my household now, so I tend to go through things a little bit slower. So what my home uses and what your home uses is probably a little bit different. But I really like this, and I don't have to take steroids when I'm